Deciding a kitchen remodel or just painting around the house, Lampert Lumber has the colors to make it happen. Let's take a look at the road ahead presented by Two Rivers Cooperative. For three of the programs involved in this doubleheader tonight, they're on to the playoffs next week. The one team that has regular season action remaining is the Pella High boys. Non-conference game tomorrow at Knoxville. Derek Cardwell, my man Andrew Schneider, will have the call on both KNIA and KRLS tomorrow night, beginning with pregame at 7 o'clock and the opening tip at 7:30. For the Pella High girls, they head to Winterset on Wednesday. For the Pella Christian teams, it's the girls at home against Pekin on Tuesday and the boys at home on Thursday against either Williamsburg or Cardinal. And all of those games are right here on 92.1 KRLS.
Well, and hopefully they're not tired of me because they're going to hear me all three nights. So excited as always, but also a bit sad. It's amazing how quickly the winter season goes by, and obviously people who know me, I'm going through a big winter and spring of change, adding a +1. So, you know, it's been fun to kind of soak it in, get to know these kids yet again, and it's kind of hard to think that next week, theoretically, we could be done with all three of those teams as well. None of those games, I think, are gimmies, automatics on the schedule, especially for Pella on the road. So thank you all for joining us for this regular season. I can't think of a better way to end the regular season. Obviously, I'll be Pella Knoxville tomorrow, so for our final regular season Pella broadcast, excited for that too. But we thank everybody for sticking around. We know that we've got a lot of people watching at home again tonight on the Dutch YouTube channel, also many who watched on the Eagles. Thank you to our ADs who were willing to work with us to make that happen. We've had so much fun doing this winter season. It's hard to believe the road ahead presented by Two Rivers Cooperative is getting shorter and shorter and is no longer guaranteed after tonight.
The road ahead presented by Two Rivers Cooperative. Keep your vehicle running smoothly on the road ahead by filling up with Cenex top-tier detergent gasoline at the Two Rivers Cardinal pumps in Pella and Otley, celebrating 100 years as a local farmer-owned cooperative. Tonight's starting lineups are presented by Menninga Pest Control, and we'll start first with the visiting Pella Christian Eagles. They're going to end up playing 22 games this season. I'm not sure how they snuck that one out, but the Eagles are 11-10, 6-7 in Little Hawkeye Conference play, and they start Levi Skelhaas, Nico Schurz, Jaden Heisman, Lucas Hull, and Eric Mulder. Skelhaas, Schurz, Heisman, Hull, and Mulder. And for the homestanding Pella High Little Dutch, trying to clinch an outright Little Hawkeye Conference championship, they're 16-2 overall, 12-1 in the league. It's the same lineup for the 19th straight night. Ryan Mace, Carl Miller, Josh Warner, Parker Elder, and Grant Nelson. Mace, Miller, Warner, Elder, and Nelson. Tonight's starting lineups presented by Menninga Pest Control. Sean and his team want to kill your bugs.
Call 628.
That'll wrap up our Midtown Tigers.
Good evening and welcome to Midtown High School and tonight's Little Hawkeye Conference basketball game featuring the Pella Christian Eagles and your Pella Dutch. We ask that you name your school and your community proud by displaying positive sportsmanship at tonight's contest. Please cheer on your players and coaches with positive comments and behavior and respect the decisions of the officials. We thank you for your cooperation. On behalf of the Pella Athletic Booster Club, we'd like to thank Marion County Bank for sponsoring tonight's basketball games. Marion County Bank, Pella's community bank, wishes tonight's athletes good luck. Swipe your Marion County Bank debit card and store money for your local school. Marion County Bank's report card program rewards your school with a donation from Marion County Bank each time you use your debit card. Over $128,000 has been donated to the Pella community. To the Pella School District to date. Swipe on, Dutch fans. Now let's introduce the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Eagles. A 5'9" junior number 3, Levi Skelhaas. A 6'7" junior number 4, Nico Schurz. A 6'4" junior number 5, Jaden Heisman. A 6'1"
34-33. Pella's at Knoxville tomorrow night. Eric Mulder, Parker Elder, tonight's opening tip presented by Dutch Mill Supply, and ball is in the air. Elder wins the opening tip. Dutch Mill Supply in Pella is your only locally owned lumberyard and building material supplier. Underway boys basketball action tonight on 92.1 KRLS. The Tulip City rivalry, Elder to Warner. Mace on the left wing, driving around Skelhaas, gets to the lane, rejected by Mulder, and rebounded by Lucas Hall. There's that size inside, but then Elder comes away with the steal. Pella looking to push. Eagles back on defense in transition. Elder onto the right side for Warner. Fakes the handoff to Nelson, fires it to Elder at the free throw line, drives and dumps. Mace, step back, right wing three. Yes! Ryan Mace dots the scoreboard first, and the Pella High boys lead Pella Christian 3-0.
That's why the block is big for PC, no doubt, but it's just what makes Pella so dangerous. Same guy goes down on the floor, steps back wide open, cans a three, and next thing you know, you're down 3-0.
And now PC with the ball from right to left. The Eagles wearing their snazzy alternate black jerseys, and off the ball, we have a whistle and a foul on Pella. Schurz trying to get position in the paint, and Ryan Mace commits the foul.
Calling Ryan's name early. That time he didn't want his name on there. Good job by PC of trying to space the floor there and create some opportunities for their postmen.
Inbounds pass to Jaden Heisman. He'll fire a 16-foot jumper, rattles out, off glass, and in. And Jaden Heisman gets PC within one at 3-2.
Well, and Pella with a similar theory to what Coach Garland was running. They're heavily guarding the aforementioned Eric Mulder quite heavily on those inbounds plays.
Pass to Warner at the top of the key for Pella for three. No good. Elder had his hand on the rebound, couldn't quite bring it in. And Heisman collects the glass for PC. Now this is Skelhaas on a drive. Teardrop, no. Hall rebound, put back, yes. And Lucas Hall gives Pella Christian its first lead at 4-3. Pella pushing the pace with Nelson. Out to Mace at the top of the key. Drives to the left elbow. Back out to Grant. Right side for Elder. They're daring him to shoot. Grant runs through and Elder sets it up between the rings. 4-3 PC. We've played about 2 minutes. Now Mace has it left wing. Bounce pass onto the baseline for Miller. Wraparound pass to Warner. Elder. Miller at the top of the key. Double team comes over. Elder for three. No good. Rebound by Mace, and Pella gets another chance. Nelson on the drive. Blocked again by Mulder and rebounded by the Eagle post player. PC up by one with the ball. Here comes Hall onto the left baseline. Circles back out to the wing. And now Skelhaas guarded by Parker Elder. Slow it down. Set it up. Eagles lead 4-3.
Well, and if it's going to go half court like this, the Eagles are going to love it all night. They do not want Pella to get out and run. They'd rather try to beat the Dutch possession for possession in a half court set.
Josh Warner fronting the post on Eric Mulder. Now a little slip pass on a screen and roll with Nico Schurz. Draws a foul, and Nico is going to the line with Pella Christian up by one.
And that's a great cut to the hole there for Nico. He got a step on Nelson, and the defense there for Pella, all they could do was foul him to try to prevent the easy two.
So free throws coming here for Nico Schurz. The first one is short, no good, as we take a look at our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. Earlier tonight, the Pella High girls beat Pella Christian 44-40. Martinsdale St. Mary's leads Melcher Dallas at the half in a playoff game 31-23. And in a regular season game, the Bondurant Farrar boys lead Knoxville 34-33 at the half on the Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. 5-3, Pella Christian leads. Mace at the top of the key. Pass is tipped and stolen away by Lucas Hall. Run out, layup, no good. He lost the handle on the ball on the way up, and Mace rebounds. Now Elder for Pella drives and kicks to Warner. He loses a handle on the ball, and it's stolen away by Hall again. Back-to-back steals by Hall, and now PC sets up the offense, leading by 2.
That's become a signature play.
3-second call on Nico. In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. Ryan Mason, early three for Pella, but that's been it offensively for the Dutch in the first 3 minutes. The Eagles have scored the last 5 points, and they lead 5-3. In case you missed it, presented by Tri-County Veterinary Clinic.
They're the veterinarians.
Nelson for three in the lead. That rims out no good, and Eric Mulder gets the rebound for Pella Christian. They've got a 5-2 edge on the glass in the first 3.5 minutes.
About to mention the Lucas Hole steal. That's been huge for them as of late. He had a couple of big ones against Oskaloosa, and then to win in overtime against Van Meter. There's Nico Schurz, the postman for 2.
And he's backing his way from the baseline against Ryan Mason. It's now 7-3. Pella Christian leads by 4. Drive by Warner. Great pass inside to Elder. He got contested by Mulder. Missed the shot. Miller for the rebound. And with the left hand, the driller with a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play.
Well, and as we've mentioned a couple of times, Trevor, Carl Miller went on quite the cold streak for a while. Was 1 of 19 at one point from 3. I think that was good for him because it made him focus on what else he can do in the game. And what he did for the Pella team on their big run last year, Trevor, was just that. Attack the glass. At 6'4", he's undersized maybe for a post, but his long arms give him a rebounding advantage. And he has become a machine off the glass for the Dutch down the stretch.
And a great form shooting free throw there. He converts the three-point play after the foul on Jaden Heisman. And Pella snaps Pella Christian's 7-0 run. And it's 7-6 Eagles. 3 minutes and 56 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Skelhaas on a drive, kicks it out to Bennett Sprunk as both teams have made a couple of substitutions. Sprunk and Luke Mulder into the game for PC. And Preston Rowe, Noah Allen in for Pella. Hull driving on Parker Elder, gets inside, blocked by Elder. Elder also collects the rebound for the Little Dutch, pushes it up to Allen, right wing 3, rims out no good, rebounded by Eric Mulder as PC continues to control most of the rebounding. Hull on the right wing, drives around Elder, bounce past Luke Mulder, gets Elder in the air, goes up for the shot, the rim is rattled because Elder grabbed the net by accident on his way down. Foul committed, Luke Mulder shooting 2.
Well, I think early on, PC's done what they've wanted to do so far. They are attacking the paint, and they're patient, allowing their posts to do the work they need to do. Now they just need to capitalize. And to Pella's credit, place they want PC a lot is at the foul line. They're not a great foul shooting team.
Yeah, Mulder, not a great-looking shot there. Came up short, no good. Second one coming from the southpaw. Better form, but off the mark and rebounded by Elder. 7-6 Pella Christian, 3:18 remaining here in the first quarter of this Little Hawkeye Conference finale. Grant Nelson works around Mulder, drives down the right side of the lane, pass off to Elder, another block by Mulder, his third of the quarter, and it's rebounded by Bennett Sprung. Now Skelhaas gets in deep, passes it out to Bennett. Mulder inside to Eric Mulder. Double team, lost the handle, out of bounds. Did he lose it or did Pella touch it? It was Pella off the Dutch. We'll stay with Pella Christian. 2:55 to go first quarter, 7-6 Eagles.
I think that's technically a block shot for Noah Allen and a rebound for PC because I think he got it as Eric was going up, and that's what they called.
Inbounds pass to Bennett. He gets underneath the bucket, trapped on the baseline by Allen and Miller. Now Mulder drives inside left hand. That rolls off no good, but Eric Mulder the rebound and the putback for 2. Tough business inside for the Mulder brothers, and PC has a 9-6 lead. Miller on a drive, hangs, misses, and a foul is called. And Eric Mulder, Andrew, is really impacting things on the defensive end.
Well, you know that he felt terrible, and it's not his fault, but when he got hurt in that first game, there was nothing more that he wanted to do but to play that game, and he's showing it here. Trevor, the highlights, whatever you put together, has got to have a reel of what Mulder has done because he's controlled the paint. Now, here's what Pella's going to keep doing, though. I don't think they're going to stop going at him if the opportunity presents itself because the one weakness of Mulder's game, foul trouble, and he gets into it quite a bit.
Carl Miller makes the first free throw, has a second one coming to try to cut this lead to 1. And it's short, but he gets the friendly roll. That's the soft touch of the junior marksman for Pella. 9-8 Eagles, 2:32 remaining here in the first quarter. Bennett Sprunk tried to go through a double team, lost the handle on the ball. Picked up by Parker Elder. Out to Allen for 3. Short, no good. Rowe saves it, but out of bounds off Pella over to the Eagles with 2:21 remaining in the first quarter. 9-8 Pella Christian.
Second steal for Elder as he's drawn the assignment of a combination of Skelhaas and Hull when they're on the floor.
Heisman has it for PC. Into the front court with the Eagles moving from right to left in their snazzy alternate black and whites. Skelhaas, hesitation, dribble around Elder. Kick out to Heisman. Back to Levi. Through his hands and out of bounds over to Pella.
Those are the kinds of turnovers that PC can't have, right? The unforced errors. If they give Pella too many chances, they're not going to stay in the lead for long. They have the rebounding advantage. They protected the paint well. They've done everything up to a point a good way, but Pella makes you pay more often than not if they win the turnover battle.
Rowe to Miller, drives onto the left side of the lane, shovels it off to Preston, and he lays it in for 2.
That is the unselfish basketball of Derek Schulte to a T. A fake shot by Miller. He finds the open teammate for a 2-pointer.
Now Skelhaas has it for PC. That's Daniel Andringa into the game for the first time. Now Heisman has it. Sprunk right side, looking into the post for Luke Mulder against the undersized Grant Nelson. Elder comes over for a double team. Kick out to Skelhaas. Boom! Levi Skelhaas for 3, and Pella Christian's up 12-10. Elder on the other end, all the way in, coast to coast. We're tied at 12.
The girls went back and forth, and early on, the guys both giving everything they have here early. Not that they aren't anyway, but showing why these two teams are going to be teams you do not want to see in your district bracket coming up starting next week.
It's a 12-12 game and a whistle, and Sprunk stepped out of bounds. So back over to Pella. That's 5 turnovers for PC, Andrew. That is way too many. They're on pace for 20 plus.
Now the good news for PC is they have 12 rebounds to just 5 for Pella. But to your point, the turnovers, long term, Pella can live losing the rebounding battle. Not saying they're going to win a lot of games late doing that, but they can survive it. I don't think PC survives too many more turnovers.
Miller driving a kick out to Allen. Screen from Warner. Gets around it to the free throw line. Step back 17-footer. Yes. Noah Allen drills one, and Pella up by 2, 14-12.
Heisman off the dribble for 3, doesn't get it to go, and now Miller the rebound for Pella. Here come the Dutch, moving along.
Allen drives, kick out, wide open. Keegan Hansen 3, air ball. Rebound Nico Schurz. May have just grazed the iron on the way by. 23 seconds remaining in the first quarter, and it is 14-12 Pella. Skelhaas has it with Noah Allen defending. Down to 14 seconds. Arrow is with PC for the second quarter. Screen from Schurz. Allen fights his way through it. Warner double teams. Ball is loose. Stolen away. 5 seconds to go. Allen through 4 defenders. Fires it up. No good, but draws the foul. An aggressive play by Noah Allen to close the quarter, and he gets 2 free throws coming up.
How many guys, Trevor, could join the number 1 team in Class 3A, come in? Now, he was with the team over the summer, averaged 12 points a game. Allen, as he gets more and more comfortable in this team, adds a dimension that few teams can stop. 3 of the best shooters in Iowa in Class 3A, Trevor, reside in the green and white.
15-12 Pella as Allen knocks down the first free throw with 2.6 seconds remaining. And the second free throw is also good. The Little Dutch have made all 5 of their free throws, and they lead 16-12. Skelhaas with 2 seconds to go into the front court. Lets it fly. Shot was not put off in time. And at the end of the first quarter, it's Pella 16, Pella Christian 12. We'll be back inside of the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth after this on 92.1 KRLS. There's a special one-day sale this Friday, February 12th at the Pella and Knoxville Hy-Vee stores. 12 is definitely your lucky number, as you'll get 12 cents on your Hy-Vee Fuel Saver card when you spend $21 store-wide. Boneless, skinless chicken breasts from the meat case are just $2.98 a pound with a 12-cent Fuel Saver. A 24-ounce package of Kraft Natural Mozzarella cheese is just $4.99. That's $2 off a bag, plus a 12-cent Fuel Saver. And you'll get 12 cents on your Fuel Saver card when you buy any gallon of Hy-Vee white milk. Stop in for the one-day sale this Friday at the Pella and Knoxville Hy-Vees. Dude, you got a little brand appeal going on with your COVID safety.
Brand appeal?
You're relentless about being a responsible rock star and keeping everyone healthy.
I am wearing my mask, I guess.
And your hand masks.
You mean my gloves?
And I love your head mask.
My hat?
I appreciate you tapping into your inner brand appeal to keep everyone safe and healthy, dude.
Just like how relentless brand appeal was in helping us rock the new website for our band, Pandemic at the Disco.
Let's rock.
For branding, print, web, interactive, and video, get Brand Appeal. Relentless for you.
Congratulations to Julie Vandestieg of Pella. You've won 50 cents on your Hy-Vee Fuel Saver card with the three-pointer by Levi Skelhaas. Folks, make sure you stop by the Pella Hy-Vee and register for your chance to win in the Hy-Vee Fuel Saver Radio 3-Point Challenge. Our score is Pella 16, Pella Christian 12, as we welcome you back inside of our Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. Pella almost forces Pella Christian turnover number 7 right out of the gate in the second quarter, but the Little Dutch knock it out of bounds instead, and it's PC ball down by 4. Lucas Hull has it, and back out to Bennett Sprunk between the rings. Lob inside to Eric Mulder. Knocks down Josh Warner and lays it in for 2.
Well, and Josh is the charge machine, but I think a little bit of a sell job, and the officials saw it coming.
16-14. Pella Christian down by just 2. Here's a steal. Aiden Stoltz, run out, layup, good. And we're tied at 16.
PC loving it. The student section cranking it up across the way. As you know, this game means a lot to the Eagles, and they are giving their all right here.
Pella ball in a 16-16 game as the Eagles have scored the first 4 points of this second quarter. And the Little Dutch almost turn it over. Nelson back to the half-court line. Allen, and he travels. Oh no, timeout. Pella Hy-Vee timeout called by Derek Schulte before Noah Allen. Looked like he kind of tapped his feet there, Andrew.
Yeah.
Not called.
In football, that would have been a perfect play because you kept him in bounds, but I thought he traveled before the timeout came out, but it will stay Pella basketball.
On our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard earlier tonight, the Pella High girls beat Pella Christian 44-40. At the end of the third quarter, the Martinsdale St. Mary's girls lead Melcher Dallas 45-32 in the playoffs. And at halftime in a regular season game, the Knoxville boys trail Bondurant Farrar 34-33. Our score is 16-16 early second quarter on the Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. Marion County's financial leader is Marion County Bank with offices in Pella, Knoxville, and Melcher Dallas. They're serving you and building community across the county. 7 minutes to go, second quarter. Out of the Pella Hy-Vee timeout, Eric Mulder knocks a pass intended for Ryan Mace right into Dan Branderhorst's lap. Dan keeps the water from hitting the floor, and we're still tied at 16, Little Dutch ball. Allen to Warner, left side. J.D. Bohr calling out the defense in front of his bench. Carl Miller has it left side, guarded by Bennett Sprunk. Miller drives and kicks to Allen. Deep three. Yes, Noah Allen from the top of the key, and Pella regains the lead.
You're not going to keep him down for long, and that's what makes this Pella team, I think, so dangerous in the postseason. Early in the year, if Grant or Carl weren't on, there wasn't a third dimension, but Noah Allen, 12 points a game since he's come in, and he has made this team, I think, better, and they are super dangerous with him on.
Eric Mulder for three, no good, and a whistle and a foul on the tap back on the rebound by Lucas Hull. What the addition of Allen does, Andrew, it just gives so much flexibility to Derek Schulte in the lineup, right? If it's a late game situation and you want offense, you know, a guy like Allen's on the floor. If you want defense, it's guys like Josh Warner on the floor, right? I mean, he's just got so many pieces that he can move around depending on the situation. Now Miller, bounce pass to Allen, kick out Grant Nelson, extra pass. Ryan Mace for three, that's short, no good. Rebound in the lane, Nelson and Hall fighting for it, and the senior Grant Nelson comes away with it for Pella. Now Warner has it left corner, bounce pass Nelson, drive, hang, miss, but foul, and Grant to the line, and he is an excellent free throw shooter.
Well, and if Pella's going to find their name dotted on the all-state list at the end of the season, Grant Nelson will be at the top, not just for what he does offensively, Trevor, but it's the extra effort. He is the motor that just does not stop. He's been that way all 3 years as a starter in the varsity or in the rotation on varsity, and he's carried that over as the senior captain and the heart and soul of the Dutch this season.
First miss from the free throw line for Pella is Nelson off the mark. It's now 5 of 6 for the Dutch in a 19-16 game in favor of Pella. 6:01 to go second quarter, and Nelson knocks the second one down to give Pella a 20-16 advantage.
You don't keep him off the scoreboard long.
Right side, Stoltz has it. Now back out to Skelhaas. Schurz, lob inside to Mulder. 3 Dutch defenders there. Mulder can't finish around the rim. Rebound by Elder, foul by Schurz.
Schurz came flying in. Elder was in perfect position to get his third rebound, and that is the 6th foul now on the Eagles. The Dutch will be at the foul line.
3 of those fouls have come on trying to attack the offensive glass. Pella's had good positioning, but PC's maybe gotten a little too aggressive going after those O rebounds.
I don't think as long as the fouls stay relatively low per player, I think Coach Bohr wants to continue to see that aggressiveness, especially because he knows how important each possession is.
Mace left wing 3, too strong, no good. Rebound, Carl Miller. 2 double pumps, blocked by Mulder, but a foul is called. We'll see who they get that one on. It wasn't Eric. It was on Jaden Heisman, who was the primary defender there.
I think he's shaking his head, but
that's
I
his
think
third.
It's his third, and I think he ended up grabbing Carl on the way up.
So Miller already his 3rd trip to the free throw line. He's 3 of 3. That one off the mark, no good. 3 of 4. In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. Pella led 16-12 at the end of the first quarter. The Eagles scored the first 4 of the second quarter. Now Pella has scored the last 5 as Miller makes that free throw, and it's now 21-16 Pella. In case you missed it, presented by Tri-County Veterinary Clinic.
They're the veterinarians.
Pella Christian ball down by 5 with Eric Mulder out at the top of the key. Swings it right side for Stoltz. Back to Hall at the top with Nelson defending. Dribbles towards the elbow, out to Skelhaas. The long arms of Parker Elder there. Miller helps out. They switch on the drive. Kick out to Stoltz for three. No good. Miller collects his game-high fourth rebound for Pella. The Dutch running with Grant Nelson. Grant into the lane for Elder. Kick out Miller for three. No good. Rebound battled for and controlled by Eric Mulder. That's his fourth. Now Stoltz pushing. And we have a whistle and a foul.
And that is on that's on Lucas Hull, his second. Van Gorp got a little confused down there.
Other one, Elder. Other 23.
Oh, sorry. Yep, sorry. I'm even confused.
Inbounds pass to Schurz, up and under and over Miller, off glass for two for Nico Schurz. Schurz has five. It's 21-18. Now Elder. Wraparound pass to Warner, but a whistle and a foul on the floor.
By the way, we have a third headset up here. The man of the night, Greg Ebeling, sitting down there, didn't want to take up my offer on coming up here and providing some expertise. Shout out to Greg for the 2-hour delay for all the families at home watching at Pella and then, of course, at PC as well.
4:40 remaining in the second quarter. Pella 21, Pella Christian 18. And it's a 1-and-1 opportunity after that foul on Skelhaas for Pella's Parker Elder. First one on the way, too strong, no good. Rebounded by Luke Mulder. So Pella now has missed 3 free throws in this second quarter after making all 5 in the first quarter. Skelhaas working on a screen from Eric Mulder. They switch to Preston Rowe. Skelhaas gets by him, puts up a baseline jumper, no good. Luke Mulder offensive rebound, second chance, no. Rebound loose, and Carl Miller grabs it for the Little Dutch. PC's missed a couple from in close. Nelson kicks it out to Miller. Shot fake and a drive. Dumped down to Rowe, and Preston lays it in for two. That's the second time tonight that Miller's unselfishness has gotten Preston Rowe a wide open layup.
If you're going to key on Carl or Grant, it's a mistake for Pella just because of that. It's unselfish play, and basically 1 through 8, they can score the basketball.
Now Luke Mulder in close, and he scores. And that's what the Eagles want to do offensively, use their big posts to get on the board. 23-20 Pella, 3:46 left here in the first half. We've got a whistle and a Pella Hy-Vee timeout. And the Little Dutch up by 3. And, early on, both teams seem to be doing what they want to do, Andrew.
Yeah, and that's what makes the game fun, right?
Yeah.
Because both these teams are executing. Pella Christian's getting the ball inside. They're dominating the glass, especially in the first quarter. Both teams have cleaned up the turnovers. They're going through their progressions, doing what they want to do. The one thing we haven't seen a lot yet from Pella has been more kick-out threes and things like that. I don't know if they're holding it in the cupboard. There has been some opportunities in the paint to do so and get some scoring going, but I think it's only a matter of time before the three-pointers start flying from the Dutch.
We have a couple of Strawberry Cellular instant radio updates. The Melcher Dallas girls basketball season is over. Martinsdale St. Mary's has beaten the Saints 60-42. And we have another Strawberry Cellular instant radio update. At the end of the third quarter, the Bondurant Farrar boys lead Knoxville 52-50. Our score 23-20 Pella, 3 minutes and 46 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Coming up during our Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show, we will visit with Jared Garland of the Pella High girls, who knocked off PC earlier tonight 44-40. Little Dutch ball. Parker Elder has it on the left wing. Screen from Rowe. And then Elder throws a bullet pass. I think Miller was cutting on the baseline, and Elder whizzed it behind his head out of bounds.
And those are the kinds of turnovers that Pella has made that has gotten them into trouble. And I hate to use the word cute, but that's obviously a play they don't need to necessarily do. That's not the pass that Parker needs to make, and it gives PC a free possession. They've done that and let teams back in games with those kinds of turnovers.
23-20, Pella leads by 3. It's Eagle ball with Aiden Stoltz working on Noah Allen. Driving to the free throw line, stops, looks to kick, backdoor Lucas Hall, extra pass Eric Mulder, and lays it in for 2.
If the ball gets in that close and Eric Mulder has it, 9 out of 10 times it's going in. A great setup play there by PC.
23-22, Pella Christian trails by 1. Now a deep 3 for Grant Nelson, no good. And Luke Mulder Well, Luke grabbed the rebound, but I don't know if it grazed the support. Was that the call?
I think that's what it was. I think they said it grazed the support beam, so it's a team rebound for PC. The far side official pointed upward towards that railing.
Luke is like, what support? I want the rebound.
Talk about Luke Mulder as PC's on their half of the floor, the way he's come along. Eric's obviously the story, but the way Luke has been playing, it makes him so dangerous. How can you guard both of those brothers when they're both playing well?
Here's Lucas Hall with the ball for Pella Christian, dribbling through the paint out to Levi Skelhaas, around Noah Allen, drives in, flips up an underhand scoop shot. Hall taps the rebound out to Mulder, and Luke off glass and in for two, and Pella Christian up by one, 24-23.
Another offensive rebound, and PC back on top.
Noah Allen, deep right wing three, no good. Miller flying in for the rebound, and we have a clear out foul called as Josh Warner got knocked to the deck, and the foul on Eric Mulder is his second.
And Eric a little too aggressive there, especially with how that ball ricocheted. And don't get me wrong, he's obviously been an aggressive player, but now he's got to go sit because I think Coach Bohr understands that Eric is going to be a prime key in the second half, regardless of how things go, barring some sort of pull away for either team, which doesn't seem to be likely happening anytime soon.
Free throw for Josh Warner is good. That's the front end of a 1-and-1, so he'll get a second free throw coming with 2 minutes and 14 seconds remaining before our Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show.
So he'll get the rebound without never getting the ball, and now a chance to score two, and he'll knock it in.
25-24, Pella reclaims the lead. They've scored 4 of their 9 points here in the second quarter from the free throw line.
We've had 11 ties or lead changes so far in this one.
Hall wide open for three, no good. Miller collects his 6th rebound for Pella. Here comes Preston Rowe into the front court for the Little Dutch. Now Noah Allen on the right wing. Left-hand dribble, goes behind his back with a right hand. Penetrating kick, looked for Josh Warner, threw it out of bounds.
Pella is spacing the floor right now. They have gone to essentially an NBA-style offense where you've got 4 guards outside, 1 player high on the elbow. Everything right now is looking to find some outside shooting, maybe dribble drives, but that's the second turnover in this offense for Pella in this quarter in that set offense.
Eagles have the ball down by 1 with Luke Mulder and a 3-second call on Pella Christian.
Well, and that's where missing both Mulder, or I guess Luke's on the floor, but Nico and Eric are typically your post guys. Danny's done a little bit more work. Andringa has in the post, but not as much, and that's just a little bit of inexperience showing there.
1:27 to go here in the first half, 25-24. Pella Christian trails by 1. Miller on the baseline, yes. Tough 14-foot shot from almost behind the backboard for Carl Miller. He's got 8. And now Skelhaas all the way to the rim, and Levi answers with the layup, and Pella Christian down 1, 27-26 Pella. Miller on the right wing, hounded, kicks it to Nelson, left corner 3, boom! Grant Nelson for 3, stretches Pella's lead to 4.
This pace does not favor PC. If Pella can get something running here, and that's out of bounds off of Hull. Great job by Grant Nelson deflecting the ball into Lucas. It goes out of bounds. This is a pressure point here for PC. If the Dutch go down and score, especially a 3-pointer, it changes the complexion of how we start our third quarter.
30-26, Pella with the advantage. They're up by 4. They have the arrow as well. And there's 48 seconds remaining here before our Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show. Noah Allen has it, dribbles, fires to the right side for Carl Miller. Looking inside, instead fires back to the top of the key. Nelson for 3 again, no good. And the rebound by Andringa, and a foul on Preston Rowe.
And obviously, more often than not, you want Grant to take that shot, but Coach Forsyth is like, hey, there is no need to maybe rush that one. Grant was a little off balance on that one.
30-26 Pella, 30 seconds remaining here in the first half. Skelhaas into the front court, drives all the way down, lean in, 8-foot runner off glass, no, and a foul on Pella will send Levi to the line. That's the second on Rowe in about 15 seconds.
Coach Schulte does not like that call, and he took the mask off for a second, I think, wanting a little explanation there. That was a late whistle. The contact came late. Now, as you said, Skelhaas at the line.
And the first free throw is good.
And he's the guy Pella Christian wants at the line, as he has made 53 this season at a 75% clip. One of the best in the conference.
Second one coming from the junior guard is good. 23 seconds left. Pella Christian down 2 first half action.
That's a big turning point there for PC. That was a huge 2 points to get because now it's only at most a 2-possession game for Pella. There was a chance of it being 3 or 4 just a little bit ago.
Allen defended by Skelhaas, 8 seconds. Now Josh Warner with 6 seconds. Nelson down to 4. Right-hand dribble all the way in. Leaner off glass and in. Grant Nelson for 2 at the buzzer. And at the end of the first half, it's Pella 32, Pella Christian 28. We'll be back with our Central Tire and Auto radio halftime show right after this on 92.1 KRLS.
Are you a high school senior? Are you planning to attend college or vocational school next fall? Then listen up. Community First Credit Union is awarding $44,000 in scholarships in 2021, even if you're going back to finish your degree. Apply today by visiting our website at cfirstcu.com. The deadline to submit your application is March 11th. Don't miss out on a chance to earn free money towards your education. Community First Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA.
Pella Cooperative Electric is a not-for-profit co-op, which means excess operating margin.
For their average GPA. 4 takes under the direction of Rachel Werner and assisted by Nikki Thomas. Ladies and gentlemen, Forte! Marion County Bank is a proud supporter of our local schools' activities and typically hosts the basketball shootout during halftime of the Pella Christian game to give students the opportunity to make shots and earn money to be donated toward each school's activity fund. Due to the change in restrictions earlier in the season, they were unable to participate this year. Marion County Bank, however, would still like to make a donation to the Pella Community School and the Pella Christian School activity funds in the amount of $8,000 total. Each school will be receiving a $4,000 donation from Marion County Bank to be put towards their student activity fund. Since 2007, Marion County Bank has given $1,141,450 to Pella Community High and Pella Christian High during halftime events. Marion County Bank looks forward to resuming and continuing the halftime basketball shootout in the 2021-2022 season. Let's say thank you to Marion County Bank.
early and often enough the first time. So we said, if we're going to get beat, it's going to have to be by somebody else.
As we went into the fourth quarter, it was tied 31-31, and still, really close ball game about midway through that fourth quarter. And then it was your defense that started to take over with a little bit of help from, I don't know if it was nerves, but Pella Christian started turning the ball over. They had only, by my count, turned it over 4 times in the first 3 quarters, and then you forced 7 of them in the fourth quarter alone, and you turned a couple of them into some pretty big buckets.
Yeah, that was, we think that was a turning point in the game too. We had a lineup where we felt like we could press a little bit and maybe get them a little uncomfortable, and that's exactly what happened. Sometimes it's maybe not what you do, but sometimes you get them doing things that they're not haven't experienced during the whole entirety of the game, and all of a sudden they have to maybe catch a pass before a trap comes, and they start thinking a little bit ahead of time, and we had that a couple times. And obviously when you get a turnover, you want to try and score. You want to try and execute a 2-on-1, or maybe it's a 1-on-0 or whatever it is, but you want to try and score that, and we had that a couple times. So that was definitely a turning point in the game.
You had a chance to ice it, Anna, with a couple of free throws with about 15 seconds remaining, and she missed 2. Then she got another chance with 5 or 6 seconds later and knocked a couple down. That was a big response by Anna Vanderwall.
Yeah, exactly. You got to have a short memory in tight games like this. She's somebody that I think she really has, the eye of the tiger. She's just a competitor. I think she really likes these moments. And even though she missed those 2, I was very comfortable with her having the ball in her hands when they fouled. And when she got fouled, I was excited for her to go back, and what I felt was her ability to knock down clutch shots, and she did exactly that. So I credit her for stepping up after those 2 misses and knocking down a couple of huge free throws.
2 more for Jared Garland, head coach of the Pella High girls, who knock off Pella Christian 44-40. Tonight was senior night. If you'd like to talk about Madison Nagg, Annika Peterson, and Faith Deers and what they've meant to this program.
Yeah, do I have to? I mean, I don't want to, because I don't want them to be leaving. That's going to be hard, because of, I think you start with the leadership. You start with, it's just a great combination of those 3 girls. And after the game, there are many comments from the players about what they've meant to them and to the program. But you have dedication, you have knowledge of the game, you have toughness and grit, and you have clutch ability from all those girls. And they've been just a trio that have been hugely important. And just blessed as a coach to have those 3 leading our squad. As talented as they are on the floor, they have been so welcoming to players. Our freshmen felt comfortable around them, which is huge. And I can't say enough good things about those 3, and really what they've done for the program and how they've represented Pella on the floor, off the floor. It's been a real joy to have them.
And you've got at least 1 more game, hopefully several more games with them, and that all depends on how the tournaments go. We just found out earlier this week that the road is going to at least start in Winterset. You're in a pretty loaded bracket in Class 4A. What are your thoughts on the draw and getting ready to play the Huskies on Wednesday?
Can I get fined? No, I'm just kidding. It's a very tough draw. It's a very tough draw, and we were hoping to be able to host, honestly. We felt like we've done the work and scheduled up and scheduled 5A teams, and so, but that's water on the bridge now. So now you look at what you got to do. We got to go to a really good Winterset team, and we got to beat them on their home floor. They play a 1-2-2. We played a 1-2-2 this year in Des Moines Christian. And so I think we start there. We say, girls, we've had success against this defense. They got great players. They're very athletic. They're very good in their zone. But I'm excited for the opportunity to dive into them a little bit more and see what we can come up with. I know these girls are going to compete their tails off.
Final score here on Thursday night in the final regular season game. Pella High 44, Pella Christian 40. Good luck in the postseason next week. We'll see you down the road. Thanks, head coach Jared Garland. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And we will be back after a quick timeout with more of our Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show. The Pella High boys lead Pella Christian 32-28 on KRLS.
What type of healthcare specialist are you looking for? From dermatology and pain management to orthopedics and plastics, we have you covered. Knoxville Hospital and Clinics currently has over 25 visiting specialists that hold clinics in Knoxville. Your healthcare is our priority, and we are here to bring care close to where our patients live and work. Our visiting specialists provide consultation, treatment, and surgical procedures right here in Knoxville. For more information about the visiting specialist at Knoxville Hospital and Clinics, call 641-842-1555.
Welcome back inside of our Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show on 92.1 KRLS. I'm going to turn it over to Andrew Schneider as I get organized for some second half adjustments presented by DeYoung Door Service.
Well, it's hard to come up with adjustments because I think both teams executed what they wanted to do on offense. For the most part, Pella maybe not as many open threes or looks from beyond the arc as they typically get. I think credit PC for the defense they're playing. The Eagles are doing what they want to do, so it's going to sound kind of boring. I would say that turnover-wise, both teams got a little. Pella got sloppy in that second quarter. Christian was in the first. Rebounding, we're pretty close, all things considered, especially since we expected PC to have that. The scoring's been balanced. Let's just do this again. Let's go 32-28 the other way, and let's go back to overtime.
That's our second half adjustments presented by DeYoung Door Service. One of the quickest ways to adjust the look of your home is with a new garage door from the gurus of garage doors at DeYoung Door Service in Pella. With the score Little Dutch 32, Eagles 28, that wraps up our Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show. For tires, front end work, their no appointment oil change, and full mechanical work on your vehicle. Stop and see Sean Ward and his crew next to Walmart in Pella. All right, 8 minutes on the third quarter clock with Pella up by 4. Trevor Castle, Andrew Schneider with you live inside of our Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth here on 92.1 KRLS.
Pella will start with the ball, as we mentioned, an opportunity to maybe take some early control, especially if they can knock down a tray.
And the Little Dutch moving from right to left in their home whites. Pella Christian defending the left goal in their road alternate blacks. Now Josh Warner drives, weaves through traffic, kicks it out to Carl Miller. Right corner in front of the Pella bench, no good. Rebound battled for and controlled by Eric Mulder. His team-high 5th rebound for the Eagles. Now Skelhaas to Mulder. Drives and kicks it back out. Hall wide open right corner 3. Boom! Lucas Hall starts the third quarter with Pella Christian now down by 1.
I don't care who's shooting. You leave them that open, good often. They're going to
Nelson, wow, what a take. Just like he finished the first half, he goes off glass on a right drive runner for 2. Heisman to tie. No good. A well off the mark. Rebound loose and picked up by Pella's Grant Nelson. Right to the left for the Dutch. Up by 3. Mace all the way in. Blocked by Mulder. What a huge block by Eric Mulder. His 4th of the game. And the Eagles have the ball down by 3.
When he is on and he is in defense, Trevor, the definition rim protector, he can change the game with his defense single-handedly. And Ryan Mace has been the victim twice. That was actually off the rim. Yeah. And now Mulder, his 3rd foul.
And I guess that'll end up going as a shot and a rebound for Parker Elder. They tried to throw it over a Pella fronting post, as you said, Andrew, off the rim. And Eric Mulder called for his 3rd foul.
Rebound to Parker Elder, and the Dutch now a big advantage after a missed opportunity for the Eagles on offense.
34-31, Pella by 3. Grant Nelson has the ball for the Dutch. Now Warner, right side Parker Elder. Back to Josh. Drive and kick. Mace for 3. Boom! Ryan Mace and the Dutch have their largest lead of the game.
Ryan's just going to take a 3 every time he gets his shot recycled in the paint because he has done that twice. And credit Ryan and his cool demeanor. A lot of guys couldn't make a 3, let alone knock it down twice the way he did after those 2 block shots in this game.
37-31, Pella up by 6. Mulder looking inside for Schurz, knocked away by Nelson. Pella Christian's 8th turnover. Little Dutch tried to get out into transition. PC gets back defensively. Now Mulder working on Schurz, or Elder rather, working on Schurz. Saved by Mace, but into the backcourt. It avoids an over and back. It's a turnover on Pella, their 6th. Skelhaas lobs it inside to Mulder, makes the catch over Nelson, the basket, and 1. And Grant can't believe it. He was just standing there. And he draws the foul.
Well, and Coach Schulte is trying to get a word in edgewise there.
I'm not sure what Grant's supposed to do. He was literally just standing there.
Almost should have been an offensive foul, I think, on Eric.
And Mulder makes the free throw to make it a 37-34 game. Now Nelson drives baseline. Scoop, reverse layup. Yes! That's one way to beat the big man at the rim. 10 for Nelson, 39-34. Tip by Miller, long arms to come away with the steal. Nelson, layup, no. Rebound, Elder, no. Loose on the floor, picked up by Mulder. and a lean-in shot by Skelhaus is no good. Grant commits his second foul of the quarter. That is still just 2 in the game, and Levi's at the line for 2.
Well, the way that, and I think this game has been officiated pretty well. So
I agree.
I know that call against Grant wasn't great. I think it was a call the official felt like he had to make because of the tangle up. But honestly, I think that's where, because of the way it's called, these teams feel licensed to kind of go in and attack, especially I think Pella will, the way that Mulder's been racking up the fouls.
39-36 after Levi Skelhaus makes both free throws for Pella Christian with 5 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the third quarter. The Little Dutch lead by 3 with the ball from right to left. Josh Warner at the top of the key, drives right down the lane, takes it strong and scores.
That is a dangerous place to go through, and Warner finishes for a big 2-pointer.
Inside to Nico Schurz, around Mace, off glass and in. Miller's help was late getting there, and Nico's got a chance at a 3-point play.
Is your highlight computer doing okay over there, Trevor?
This is overheating.
This is big-time basketball for both these teams. If you're against and you're going to watch the film from this game, you're going to say, well, how do we stop each other or stop both of these teams, because they both are playing excellent basketball here tonight. This is just fun back and forth.
41-39, Pella by 2 with 4:53 remaining here in the third quarter. Little Dutch ball from right to left, leading by 2. Warner fakes the handoff to Elder, drives down the lane, hands it off to Miller. It got stripped by Nico and picked up by Lucas Hull.
That time I think the extra pass cost Pella. Warner had an opening.
Skelhaus leans into a 3 off the heel of the rim, no good, and rebounded by Elder. He's got 6 to join Miller with the team high. Now Elder drives all the way in, and a blocking foul before the shot is called on Levi Skelhaus, his second.
Not much else Levi could do. Parker was so quick on that right side of the alley, and he'll end up generating the extra opportunity underneath the hoop here for Pella.
Yeah, he went to the free throw line almost, begging the officials to say that was a shooting foul, but it was called on the floor. Substitutions in and out for both teams. 4 minutes, 28 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Pella 41, Pella Christian 39.
All due respect to Parker Elder, there's a number 23 in the big leagues that gets that call, right? In the NBA, yes. Not many others.
Miller on the inbounds play for 3. Miller, the driller, stretches Pella's lead to 5.
Can't leave him that wide open. He is just so deadly.
Skelhaus wiggles his way through 2 defenders, and then Elder sends that one packing out of bounds on a block shot. It's still with PC.
Dented the net there on the far side with that big swing.
44-39, Pella up by 5. Skelhaus inbound to Nico, double teamed by Nelson and Elder. Kick out to Sprunk, and he traveled trying to set his feet.
One of those situations, Trevor, where you think 2 things at once, right? He thought, I could shoot it. Oh, there's a Pella defender in front of me, got to pass it. Shuffled, took that extra step, and that's a big turnover. Pella, again, an opportunity, Trevor, to kind of take some control here in the third quarter.
44-39, 4:08 remaining here in the third quarter. Little Dutch up by 5. Miller has it, driving in around Sprunk. Stops, leans, shoots, and misses. And Nico gets the rebound for Pella Christian. Eagles to push with Skelhaus. Getting around Elder, lean in, draws contact, offensive foul. Grant Nelson draws the charge.
You could see that one coming a mile away. That was the old telegraph coming in as just standing still like a statue maybe one day we're going to build for Grant Nelson. He was just perfect position right there, and Levi just too aggressive.
44-39 Pella. We've got 3 minutes and 45 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. Preston Rowe gives it off to Grant, working around Luke Mulder. Lucas Hull now switches over. Miller has it on the right wing. Inside to Grant. Kick out to Elder. Step back from the left wing. Decides against the shot. Now Rowe from the top of the key. That's short. Allen actually had it come right to him. It was an air ball, and it goes out of bounds to PC.
Well, and credit the Eagles defense here, not giving anything easy, down by 5, but they've got to cash in. I don't think they can afford to score less than 45 points or 46 points by the end of this quarter and still be in it.
3:24 remaining in the third. Pella by 5. Luke Mulder on the post. Inside to Eric Mulder, and a foul from behind on either Rowe or Elder. They catch Parker. That's his third.
Well, and it was that obvious, Trevor, that 2 officials called it and 2 Pella players crashing in. And honestly, that's what Pella's going to keep doing. They have the depth, I think, to do that. You can't give Eric Mulder too many open looks.
Inbounds pass to Bennett Sprunk. Now back out to Luke Mulder. Lob inside to Eric Mulder, and a foul on the floor on Josh Warner trying to clear out. And hey, great game plan by PC, Andrew, as we take a look at tonight's creative idea drawn up by Brand Appeal. J.D. Bohr knows that his team has the size mismatch inside, and on every opportunity, they're trying to take advantage of that.
Yeah, it's just been excellent work, and here we go again.
Yeah, Mulder slams it home for two. Eric Mulder. And that brings the Pella Christian fans to their feet with tonight's Raise the Roof moment of the game, brought to you by Randall Roofing. Noah Allen, step back jumper, no good. Rebound by Luke Mulder.
What a slam off the inbound for Mulder. And now a chance for PC to get back within one or tie this game. Wouldn't want it any other way. Crazy crowd, crazy environment, and here come the Eagles.
Drive by Skelhaus, can't finish at the rim, and Grant Nelson clears the rebound for Pella.
Now the Dutch.
Lob inside. Grant Nelson, great give and go with Warner, and Nelson for two has a dozen.
Oh, that's a big makeup. A nice job by Warner on that side of the floor to really create there.
And a shot no good by PC. Rebound Hall, second chance. Rims out, no. Mulder, third chance, no. Rebound by Grant Nelson for Pella.
Well, they're getting the rebounds, but not finishing. PC needs to get one of those to go down because now they're in some trouble.
Extra pass, wide open. Miller, no good for three. Preston Rowe gets the rebound for Pella. Allen for three, no. And eventually rebounded by Bennett. Sprung for Pella Christian.
The Eagles, that's a huge one there. And I think Coach Bohr recognizing that, getting the Pella Hy-Vee timeout. Have a Strauver Cellular Instant Radio update. They're going to overtime in Bondurant, 65-all, Knoxville and Bondurant-Farrar, according to our very own Derek Cardwell, who's got a fun one on 95.3 KNIA.
Do want to thank Brand Appeal for sponsoring Pella High and Pella Christian Athletics. When your team needs creative ideas, call the team at Brand Appeal, your creative agency for all of your print, web, video, and interactive needs. Brian Vandaloon just texted me a reminder of what we talked about a lot on Tuesday. Play hard, play together, have fun. Both those teams have done that all night long, Andrew.
Yeah, and PC has weathered, I think, a couple of potential storms here in the third quarter. Pella's had some chances to make this one more of a daunting 3 or 4 possession game. They have gotten the rebounds and stops they needed, but they can't keep missing if they get that ball in the paint. If they get the putback chance, it has to go in for two if they're going to have a chance to win this game.
46-41 Pella. Lob inside to Mulder. An underthrown pass picked off by Preston Rowe. And a three ball from Mace in the corner is no good. Long rebound comes out to Miller. He's got 7. Now Warner, left corner three. That one toilet bowls out and back in. Josh Warner stretches Pella's lead to 8, 49-41.
And this is a tipping point right here for PC. They've got to come up with something on this possession or they're in danger of falling too far behind.
Mulder through 3 defenders, draws the foul on the way up and is going to the line.
This, I think, lets PC settle down for a second. You've weathered this big run, and here's a little bit of a story. Far sideline, Levi Skelhaus limping around on the far side bench, got attention from the trainer. And he makes this offense go so often, Trevor, as you know, with his ability to handle the ball. He's become and learned how to facilitate a little bit more. If he cannot come back in this game and come back healthy, PC's in a lot of trouble.
You're listening to Pella High and Pella Christian Basketball, powered by Bank Iowa on 92.1 FM, KRLS Knoxville Pella, and KRLS HD1 Knoxville Pella. Bank Iowa supports Pella High and Pella Christian Athletics by donating $10 to the Booster Club for every three-pointer during every home game this season. Go Little Dutch, go Eagles from Bank Iowa. Eric Mulder just made both free throws. Pella's lead is trimmed to 6, 49-43. Under a minute to go, third quarter. Warner, Nelson, left wing three, boom! Grant Nelson has 9 in the quarter, 15 in the game, and it's 52-43 Pella. Now Heisman to Luke Mulder. Top of the key, looks left, finds Stoltz. Right-hand dribble between the rings. Fires it to Lucas Hall. Looking inside for Mulder, defended on the backside by Warner. Hall drives and kicks it back out to Eric Mulder. Now Heisman at the top of the key. 30 seconds to go in the third. Pella up by 9. Stoltz looking inside for Luke Mulder. Backs in, spins, misses. Rebound by Grant Nelson. Pella looking for its first double-digit lead of the night. Allen for 3. Boom! Noah Allen Allen has 10. Pella's made 5 3-pointers in this quarter, and they lead 55-43.
Well, and that, you don't want to say does it, but this changes the complexion of the game so much. Pella with their big run.
Now a 3-ball by Hall at the buzzer is no good. And at the end of the third quarter, Pella 55, Pella Christian 43. We'll be back in 1 minute inside of the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth on 92.1 KRLS.
Hi, this is Ashley from Kinetic Edge in Pella. I have the privilege of working with occupational therapy clients of all ages, but a lot of my days are spent with our youngest clients, kids. Did you know that occupational therapy can benefit kids who struggle with behavior issues, picky eating, fine motor delays, and staying focused? If you think your child would be a good candidate, give Kinetic Edge a call today at 621-0230 or visit us at kineticedgept.com. We'd love to discuss your options.
This is Chef Michael at the Wood Iron Grill in Oskaloosa. We want to invite you to our Valentine's Day celebration. Be sure to bring your family, significant other, or partner in crime to share our chef-inspired menu. Friday and Saturday night only, we'll be offering Valentine's Day drinks and a custom menu of featured appetizers, entrees, and everyone's favorite, desserts. Reservations are recommended, so be sure to call us today to guarantee your spot for a romantic evening at the Wood Iron Grill. The Wood Iron Grill, making memories one plate at a time.
55-43 Pella. Start of the fourth quarter, back inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. And in case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic, you just missed a big third quarter for the Dutch. They scored 23 points. They made 5 3-pointers by 5 different players in that quarter, and they lead 55-43. The Eagles turn it over to start the fourth. In case you missed it, presented by Tri-County Veterinary Clinic.
They're the veterinarians.
Now the Little Dutch have the ball up by 12. And this is close to getting away from the Eagles. Air ball 3-pointer is no good by Nelson, rebounded by Mace. Drive and a kick, Miller for 3. That's no good, but Carl follows, gets his own rebound, and draws a foul on the floor.
Well, and this is the situation that PC couldn't fall into. Obviously, one thing about, we talked about Pella hitting the 5 3-pointers. They're going to do that more nights than not, right? And there's a whistle.
Inbounds play, foul on Miller on the floor on Jaden Heisman, his 4th.
That's actually his 5th. He just had the last
I missed
one, too.
Okay, yep.
So Jaden Heisman's out. Levi Skelhaus is playing with a bad ankle. Things have gone from bad to worse for PC. But the critical piece for Pella Christian is they were not able to respond after those threes. They missed a lot at the rim. They missed a couple of good-looking shots that would have kept them in this game. But to your point, Pella on the cusp of the backbreaker.
Allen for 3. No. Miller, another offensive rebound inside to Mace, blocked by Schurz, but Nico called with the foul. Andrew, that is now 3 offensive rebounds on this possession for Pella.
And Eric Mulder has 3 fouls, but you can't play him forever. And he was off the floor in that possession, and not coincidentally, Pella gets 4 offensive rebounds out of that possession alone.
Let's say congratulations to Nancy Van Wyk. You've won 50 cents on your Hy-Vee Fuel Saver card with that 3-point third quarter barrage by Pella. That's up to $10 in free gas, Nancy. Folks, make sure you stop by the Pella Hy-Vee and register for your chance to win during our next broadcast in the Hy-Vee Fuel Saver Radio 3-Point Challenge. Mace was well short on the first free throw. Second one is long, and Eric Mulder gets his 8th rebound for Pella Christian. Little Dutch are 7 minutes and 18 seconds away from an outright Little Hawkeye Conference championship. Lucas Hall has the ball on the right wing with Pella leading 55-43. Pella Christian controls. Stoltz to Nico Schurz. Looking inside at Mulder, who's being double-teamed by Elder and Miller. Now Skelhaus has it. Screen from Schurz. Pella switches with Mace defending. A screen by Mulder. Levi steps out. Left corner. Stoltz for 3. Yes! Big 3 by Aiden Stoltz as Pella Christian clinging to life here in the fourth quarter. Now Miller in the right wing. Shot fake. Second shot. 3. Boom! Carl Miller for 3.
Oh, that was sick. Just caught the pass, a shot fake right into the corner, contested 3. And just as Pella was leaving the door open just an inch for the Eagles, that 3-pointer may have just slammed it shut.
14 points for Carl Miller. He's one of 3 Pella players in double figures as a 3 by Levi Skelhaus is good. Back back to a 9-point game, and a whistle and a Pella Hy-Vee timeout with the score. Pella 58, Pella Christian 49. Trevor Castle, Andrew Schneider with you live inside of our Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth here on 92.1 KRLS.
And just as Carl Miller was trying to slam that door shut, Levi Skaw stuck his foot out and said, not so fast. Now, the issue here for PC is they have to get stops. They can't allow Pella to get any offensive rebounds here. They can't get caught up in the foul line. Pella's very good from the foul line, especially their top 4 players. So this has to be a scenario here where PC makes a little mini run, kind of like they did against Van Meter. The difference is Pella a lot more explosive on offense. They can't give up anything easy. Meanwhile, Pella is a 3-pointer or a couple of consecutive shots away from likely ending this game. This has to be the move here in the quarter for PC. With 6:21, there's still time. If this was 3:21 at the score, I'm not sure there is.
Quick check of the Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. The Pella girls beat Pella Christian 44-40. Martinsdale St. Mary's knocks Melcher Dallas out of the 1A playoffs 60-42. And they're in overtime in a boys basketball regular season game between Knoxville and Bondurant Farrar, tied at 65. Our score, 58-49 Pella with 6 minutes and 3 seconds remaining in the game. And in the largest crowd by far of the season, the student sections are getting into it. Miller, left corner 3. Yes! Carl Miller catching fire for Pella. His 3rd 3-pointer of the half. And Pella back up by 12, 61-49.
Carl Miller, when he's on, is a bad man. I tell you what, he makes it look so easy sometimes. But the Eagles will answer from downtown for Eric Mulder.
Mulder doesn't shoot a lot of those, but he's effective there. Now Warner from the right wing. That's no good. Miller, a weak side rebound over Hall. Passes it off to Warner. Now Rowe, a 15-foot baseline jumper. Preston Rowe knocks it down.
What paint, Trevor? There's no lane here tonight, especially in this 4th quarter where the teams are just trading blows, jump shot for jump shot. There's a turnover, Eagles.
That's Pella Christian's 14th turnover of the night as they tried to lob it inside to Eric Mulder. Nelson for 3. Boom! The senior on senior night may have just put the Little Hawkeye Conference Championship dagger into the Eagles.
This one may be on ice. No matter what PC does now, the Dutch are locked in. And as we've said, Trevor, when Pella shoots 3-pointers and they get going and get hot, there is nobody in the state that can touch them. But PC credit, they're trying to fight here. But boy, it's tough.
That's a huge hill now. Lob inside to Mulder. Nelson knocks it away and comes up with a steal. 66-52 Pella, 4:27 remaining in the game. Warner, right wing 3. Yes! Josh Warner for 3!
Well,
this is more contagious than COVID, Andrew. The 3-point shooting of the Dutch, they're up by 17.
At this point, if you're Coach Bohr, you just got to throw your hands up, tip your cap.
Now a steal. Dutch. Parker Elder slams it home. A one-handed dunk, and Pella up by 19.
Lucas Holt.
And we get another raise your roof moment of the game presented by Randall Roofing. Parker Elder, a breakaway dunk. PC does answer with a little more melodramatic 3-pointer by Lucas Hull. It's a 71-55 game. Andrew, the Little Dutch playing some of their best basketball here in the second half.
If I'm Centerville, if I'm Knoxville tomorrow, if I'm Mount Pleasant.
You want nothing to do with this.
This is the team we've been looking for ever since Noah Allen joined, right, Trevor?
Yep.
They've done some good things with Grinnell and Oskaloosa, but so often in the second half of games, they don't put teams away. This is the definition of putting a team away. Open threes, unselfish basketball. They get crowds and energy into it unlike any team in the entire state of Iowa. And Pella Christian played a great game tonight, Trevor, but all you do at Eagle Lane is you tip your cap and say, the Dutch, good luck in the 3A tournament. The Dutch are going to say, good luck in the 2A tournament. Pella's running away, and they're your Little Hawkeye Conference champions.
Well, Pella Christian has made 4 3-pointers in this 4th quarter alone. They can't make up any ground. I mean, Pella's made 4 3-pointers. They've outscored the Eagles 14-12, and what was a 12-point lead is now a 16-point lead.
And I don't think, as good as PC has been in 4th quarters as of late, I don't think it's a night where the comeback is likely. If it happens, I'll eat a shoe at this point because Pella is just playing so well right now, and I think they smell the blood in the water.
3 for, yeah. I mean, how about we both eat a shoe? That ain't happening, Andrew.
Yeah. And PC is doing what they want to do. It's a Pella Hy-Vee timeout for Coach Schulte. PC's doing what they want to do here in the fourth quarter. They're hitting more threes than they normally do. But I said in our pregame and our McCall Monumental Radio Keys, if it comes down to a three-point shooting contest with Pella, you're losing 10 times out of 10.
Here's the deal, Andrew. When in any sport, right? There's generally a better team, or, I hate to say worse team, but oftentimes one team is better than the other team. And when the team that is the better team, and that's Pella tonight, when they play at their best or close to their best, it becomes very, very difficult for the other team to win a game. And that's what's happening here in this second half. Pella Christian is playing a good game. They're executing their game plan. They're making open shots. Pella's just playing a better game.
They are. And I said it in the pregame, and I wasn't afraid to say it. This game was either going to be anywhere from a Pella 20-point win to a Pella Christian 5-point win. And it looks like right now we're leaning towards the first option. And that's not disrespect to PC. Pella's top 5 in Class 3A for a reason. They're going to make a run to the title for a reason. And PC is going to, I think, knock some heads in Class 2A and make a big run at the well as well and have a good shot to get there.
71-55 Pella, 3 minutes and 32 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. And Josh Warner has it for Pella with Parker Elder. Now right side for Miller, into the paint for Nelson. Wrap out pass. Warner from the left corner for 3 is no good. Rebounded by Levi Skelhaas.
That's the right shot, though. He was open in rhythm, just missed it.
Carry called on Skelhaas. Boy, you rarely see that called. He did a little hesitation move trying to get around Noah Allen. He absolutely carried. They just rarely call it. Turnover number 17 on Pella Christian.
Well, it should be an interesting post-game conversation with Coach Bohr. Because
he's going to hate to lose and get blown out, when it's all said and done. But I think he's got a lot to hold his hat on here tonight.
I mean, what do you do when Pella does that? Right. What do you do?
Well, you can ask him. I'm curious what he's got to say about that.
Because it wasn't a matter of them playing poorly. It's just Pella was the better team.
Warner has it now on the left wing for Pella. Drives. He tried to dump it down to Miller. It got knocked out off of PC with 2:48 to go in the season.
I'm assuming you saw that Big Straw Cellular instant radio update. I'm not sure if you've mentioned it yet.
I have not and did not. Please do.
Knoxville, 75 overtime winners over Bondurant. Luke Heichus hit a game-winning 3 with 3 seconds left. We got to hear the Panthers splash down for that one.
Can't wait for morning sports tomorrow. Hopefully DC's dialing it up. Here's Noah Allen dialing up a 3 for Pella. Noah Allen makes Pella's 10th three-pointer of the second half, and it's 74-55 Pella into Mulder, off glass and in for 2. Eric Mulder has 18.
If you would have asked Coach Bohr if we were at 57 points with 2-something remaining in the fourth quarter with the way Pella has been playing the second half of the season, we got a fighting chance, right?
Allen blows by Eric Mulder and takes it all the way to the rim for 2. Noah Allen with 15.
I don't think he anticipated Pella dropping 80 tonight.
And now Mulder from the top of the key. Three-pointer no good. Rebound controlled by Grant Nelson for Pella. 76-57 Pella. And Noah Allen calmly walks it into the front court for the Little Dutch, who have the Little Hawkeye Conference Championship in their sights.
Well, I assume there will be some sort of team photo after with a lot of happy faces to win in this conference. You know that Coach Schulte, ever since he joined, and he, came from a great Montezuma program, knew what he was coming into. We're looking at the last 2 of the 3 last state champions, 3 years in a row, somebody in the state finals, and how many teams have qualified in 2A and 3A in this conference each and every year. It's one of the best, if not the best in Iowa, minus the CIML if you want to talk 4A, but beyond that, it is the best, and to win this conference with just 1 loss, and that was at a good DCG team's gym, he's got to be happy.
Parker Elder made the first free throw, misses the second after a foul by Nico Schurz, and Eric Mulder gets the PC rebound. He's closing in on a double-double with 18 points and 9 boards. Carl Miller has a 17-point, 10-rebound double-double for Pella. Dutch are looking to make another step. First year for Coach Schulte, they made it to a district final. The second year, they made it to a sub-state final. Last year, they made it to the state tournament. They've gone 1 rung up the ladder each year. Maybe an extra leap this year, Andrew, hopefully to a state championship.
Let's make it 2 rungs up the ladder and get to that state championship game.
77-57 Pella, 124 remaining.
This is a good PC team, Trevor. This is a very good Class 2A PC team that won 6 conference games this year.
And this is a game that midway through the third quarter was a relatively close game, and then Pella just pulled away as Grant Nelson coming out of the game to a round of applause. And the star of the other night, Andrew, Maddie Huddleston into the game. Jasper Perez also into the game for the Dutch.
We got Josh Warner
Caleb
and
Van
Ryan
Zandt.
Bastill
Here's
on
a
the floor.
3 ball on the way for Stoltz. No good. Rebound by PC. Shot no good. Another rebound. Andringa, yes.
It was Fransman on the first and Andringa on the second.
And Van Zandt into the front court. We've got a whistle and a timeout.
Levi Rosa in the house.
Yes, he's the student manager. And this is his first action of the season.
Oh, let's make it. Let's make it. Let's get a shot in for number 10. Good unselfish play there. Good pass to Van Zandt by Rosa.
57 seconds left in the game. Perez breaks down, drives, and scores! Perez for 2. 79-59 Dutch. And then Van Zandt knocks it out of bounds. Nice little stutter step dribble by Jasper to blow by the defender and score.
Hey, you know what? When you're in this program and you're around good basketball like this and you got great coaches top to bottom, these guys on the bench, you know, they learn a thing or two. Let's see what number 10's learned.
PC has the ball.
Look at that flow, Trevor.
I mean, you and I both dream about something like that, Andrew. Here's a 3 by Andringa for PC. Rattles out, no good. And Huddleston with the rebound for the Dutch.
Nice and secure.
Oh, and he gallops into the front court. Rosa deep 3, no good. And the rebound controlled by Caden Van Dyke for Pella Christian. Boy, Levi let that fly from like 26 feet.
Well,
12 seconds left.
Shooters got to shoot, Trevor.
PC with the ball with 7 seconds remaining. Deep 3 on the way is no good. Rosa gets the rebound. Levi fires from the volleyball line. Off the mark, no good. But this ball game is over, and Pella has wrapped up the Little Hawkeye Conference Championship and outright LHC title for the Dutch. Pella 79, Pella Christian 59. We'll be back with our Cabinet Design of Pella radio postgame show after this on 92.1 KRLS.
In 2020, area residents saved $220,350 with the Prez listing advantage compared to a 6% commission.
Our 46 home sellers